Hello and welcome to Wednesday, the day of Wens. It is currently 5:22 in the afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. And something happened these past couple hours that took up an insane amount of time. Normally, when I'm on the elliptical, I'm either watching something, well, I am typically watching something, as well as playing a game that will occupy my time. Today we got back on the Drew Carey show, which I took a break after watching only a few episodes initially, but getting back into the swing of that, and it's a very funny show. But during that time, I was grinding away in the classic Pokemon Crystal. I've been attempting to do Professor Oak's challenge. I know we've talked about it previously with Fire Red and both that and the Platinum, Heart Gold, White 2, those games. And, there's another game that I was tackling it with, and that would be Crystal. So, I've been doing this for maybe a month or two now. Yeah, probably like 2 months now, where I would just grind away and just have something kind of tedious to do, that very mindless and very doable, that doesn't require too much attention, but I can like zone out and distract myself with, right? Well, today Let's briefly explain Professor Oak's challenge. So you need to catch every single Pokemon before every gym and fully evolve them, right? Kind of simple. Takes up a bunch of time, but that's not a concern when I'm running for however many hours a day. So after we got up to today, I fully evolved everything and got all the Pokemon except two, and that would be Entei and Raikou. Now, there's something special about these two Pokemon. They're legendary Pokemon, which is, a bit special, but they're also roaming Pokemon, which means that they are not stationary. They're normally in a game, well, in any Pokemon game really, you'll have Pokemon that will stay in one place, like your Mewtwo's, your Zapdos, your whatever, like you can reset and encounter them over and over again. Or they're in the grass, right? And this certain patch of grass has whatever odds of encountering them. Starting in Generation 2 and onward, you'll have roaming Pokemon, which will teleport, well, not teleport, but move around all over the map randomly. Now, the issue with that is that it is insanely hard to encounter some of them sometimes, and that was the case today. You could see, well, maybe not. How do I lower brightness? Is it this? Yeah. That's Entei for you. And then we have Raikou right here. Managed to catch them, but I did cheat the system a little bit. So, after setting them free, they're normally what you're supposed to do is just, keep roaming around and encounter them as you encounter them, right? It's up to random chance and so on and so forth. But you can force this encounter, right? The way you do that is by going between routes. Every time you get to a new map transition, it'll change the position of both these Pokemon. So, by changing routes, you are able to quickly move the Pokemon to and from whatever route. And if you do it in grass, well, you can encounter them while in the grass. There's also another thing that you can do, which is activate a repel. And repels allow you to deter any wild Pokemon from encountering you. With the first Pokemon in your party, everything that level and lower, everything lower than that level you cannot encounter. Everything at that level and higher, you can. So I did that with the level 32 Pokemon, and at this point in the game, I can't encounter that level in the wild. But Raikou and Entei are both level 40, meaning that they would appear. I spent 2 hours hunting these roaming Pokemon, and I did not catch them. Did not even see them. It was ridiculous. I was busy occupied with other things as well, but like, you know, while I was focusing on that, I was also, you know, going in and out of the cave to reset the encounters, and then going through the grass maybe 50 tiles at a time. So I got maybe 4 attempts before I would need to reactivate a repel, and it just didn't work. I did that for, like I said, 2 hours, and I did not get a single encounter, which is extremely annoying, right? So, I took a page out of my idol Billy Mitchell's book, and I cheated. So I think we talked about this before, but because I'm not playing this on official cartridge, I'm playing this off of a SD card, I can easily take the save from this and just load it up on my computer, which I did. The thing I did was I made it so that I saw these Pokemon in the Pokedex. By doing this, I'm able to then track its movements by going to the area tab. It's not there currently because I already caught them, but you would see a little monster icon. Actually, if I go to another Pokemon, you should be able to see it. So if I go to... Nope, let's do one that's actually counterable in the wild. Sure, this one. You could see that, hey, you can encounter it on this route over here. And, you know, like I said, with Entei and Raikou, these two move around. So after setting that flag that I had seen them, it took maybe another hour for me to actually, like, go back and forth through the routes to actually encounter them. And then from there, it wasn't too bad catching them, but dear God, it was something else. I was just trying to get that encounter, because I knew once I encountered them, I would be able to catch them, but wasting 3, maybe 4 hours tops on doing this, absolutely insane. I can't believe that I not only wasted that time, but that it took that long, right? Kind of wild. At least now I have officially completed this section of Professor Oak's challenge. I am 155 hours in. With that said, I do use speed up because I can use speed up. And I've caught 176 Pokemon at this point, which is even more than you're able to in Crystal, because I've been doing some shenanigans with Gold and Silver to allow me to catch the version exclusives that aren't in this game and then that are catchable in those games. But hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. I've had bad luck before, but... well, I've had a lot of bad luck with Pokemon. I've had some good luck. The other day I got a 1% encounter on my first try looking for it. Like, I walked in the grass the first tile, and then I got the 1% encounter, which is great, but I would trade going, you know, 200 attempts dry for getting that instead of having to waste that much time. Because, dear God, I am hopefully never doing that again. I say that I do not know what, if I've caught them in Heart Gold, and I'm dreading to go back to that and see if I have, because I cannot remember. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to call it for today. I'm going to probably wrap Crystal up soon, so we'll talk about that couple days, weeks maybe. But for now, that's about it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.